New data reinforcing the need to have working smoke alarms in your home. Aisha's at the First Alert Safety Desk. What are you learning?
Well, Tammy, new data I'm just seeing this morning from the National Fire Prevention Association shows nearly all U.S. households now have at least one smoke alarm, but 61% test them less often than what's recommended. The survey also shows a lot of families have the wrong idea about the age and maintenance requirements of their smoke alarms. NFPA says during the survey, nearly 1 in 5 households believed their alarms would be working, but when tested, there was at least one issue, including dead batteries. Also, only half of households in the survey were always accurate about the age of their smoke alarms. Fire officials are taking Fire Week right now, which goes on through Saturday, as a way to educate us all about fire safety. The theme this year is smoke alarms, make them work for you. Some tips to remember this morning: install smoke alarms in every bedroom, outside each separate sleeping area, and on each level of your home. Really important to do that. Make sure to test smoke alarms at least once a month by pushing the test button, and replace all smoke alarms when they're at least 10 years old or when they don't respond to that testing. Also, make sure smoke alarms meet the needs of all of your family members, including anyone with sensory or physical disabilities. We've reported on how higher pitched smoke alarms are less effective than other types for waking kids up. Fire experts say low frequency tone alarms are more effective than high frequency ones for doing that for kids. Emerson.
Aisha, thanks so much. Time